Well, I just point out to you that in chapter 25, there was a big failure. The top fall. Israel fell at fornication and adultery, right? Even within one day, 24,000 of them got killed by God. Right after that, what continues? Remembering, right? At the juncture, when that top failure was transpiring, suppose you and I, we were there, we would say, what a mess, what a pity. We would think the children of Israel are finished. And God has been working over them for 40 years. Now nothing. Everything is gone. Right? God wanted to get a people. Even that earlier at Abraham's time. Right? God chose Abraham and told him what about his descendants and this and that. Then God came in. God rescued them out of Egypt. Right? God did a lot of things for them, with them. You look at all the records in Exodus, in Leviticus, in Numbers. God did this much. Now, look at these people. Could you believe? Are they God's people? Could you believe, are these people, are those who were under God's care for that many years, who have seen all the miracles, and who have been feeding on the heavenly manna for 40 years? Every morning there was a big top miracle to them. Right? They didn't have land, they couldn't farm, right? They were about 2 million people wandering in the wilderness, yet they lived quite well. They all lived, right? By what? By heavenly food. Every day the heavenly food came down from the heavens, regardless where they were, right? Regardless. Wasn't that a big miracle? In the eyes of those 2 million people, every day there was such a miracle. But eventually they told God, that heavenly manna was just loathsome, right? Contemptible. They said this to God, right? They have seen all the miracles. They have enjoyed all these marvelous things. Now they made such a big blunder. They committed adultery in a collective way to damage their humanity, and they worshiped Baal, right? To damage God's divine image. Right? Such a big feeling. If you were there, would you not say, finished? Finished. It's finished. God has been working over 40 years with this people. Look, what God has God here? Nothing. Just fornicators. Right? Idol worshippers. Am I right? But you would say this, God, He has His number. Just as He told the one who accused God's people, Elijah. Elijah said to God, Lord, you see, this is your people. They killed your prophecies, and they torn down your altar. I'm the only one left, yet they are seeking my life. Right? Hopeless. But God told him, I have my number. To you, there's nothing left. But I still have my number. I have 7,000 who have never bowed their knees to Baal. So you know what? Chapter 5 is what? It's like, what a pity. Look at the people. This is 25. And how about 26? Hallelujah! Amen. Regardless what's what, there is a number. There is a number God kept for himself. Say, sir, you have to take a lead. So say, hallelujah! 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 In spite of all the faults, God kept a number. Isn't this a wonder? Amen. After 40 years, passing through so many trials, so many turmoils, so many temptations, so many failures, my goodness, the number remains about the same. You see, the first numbering amounted to 603,000. Now this numbering still is 600,000. There's a little difference, about 1,800. Right? Don't forget the first numbering. With the first numbering, there was no trouble. There had never been any kind of reducing, right? Any kind of killing, any kind of punishment, right? But the second numbering was after all kinds of dealings, right? To human opinion, Israel should die out. Man have nothing left, but hallelujah. God knows. God knows. God on the one hand decided not to let the old generation to enter into the good land, let them go. They all will sail away in the wilderness, right? I will raise up a new generation. And hallelujah for the new generation. Yeah. Right? Could you believe? Could you believe the renumbering also amounted to 600,000? This is victory. Amen. Do you know, when God looked at the numbering, 600,000 again, he was happy. He was happy. He was happy. Regardless how much the enemy had done, and regardless how many failures my people, right, had, I, through my sovereign grace and my sovereign doings, I still have kept 600,000. You think about it. Very good, huh? Amen. Very good. But anyhow, regardless what's what, Moses had to go. He's under 20 years, right? He had to go. Then how about the leadership? So God came in to do something, right? To establish the leadership. And here was the original leader, Moses. And he was told by God, you are finished. You have to be gathered. You have to go away. Thomas, were you Moses there? Would you feel happy? Would any elder here in this room be happy? If you are a victor. You are an overcomer. Moses was. Moses didn't consider his loss of the leadership. He didn't consider this. Rather, what was on his heart was God's people. Yes, I have to be gathered away. That's right. That's fair. But who will be here? Coming in and going out to take care of God's people. Otherwise, these people will be just like a flock without any shepherd. So God, right away, did something to raise up a new leader. One of them. To the end of chapter 27, the picture in front of us is this. A new people, am I right? Renumbered, am I right? And a new army, reformed, strengthened, everything new, and with a new leader. Right? And this new leader is not just by himself, but by himself with a top divine helper. That was Eleazar, who had the Urim and Thummim to receive God's divine instruction. What a picture. What a picture. It's wonderful. New people, new armor, new leadership, new self-trusting. Everything new. It's wonderful.